Hey everyone, today I wanted to make a very raw video on my thoughts and my perspective of everything that's going on these days. I know that we have been, for many years now, there's been a lot of division in our country, in the world really, and there's been a lot of unfortunate casualties in that there's been relationships that have been broken, and I feel that that's so very, very sad. And I understand that everyone is very emotional at this point in time, but I'm seeing some very heartbreaking things that's going on another level. I see that there's a lot of bullying and intolerance of different perspectives. I see that people are not being open-minded in terms of just hearing another person's perspective. I want you to know that there's something called confirmation bias. And if you don't know what that is, it basically means that if you have some thought in your own mind or belief within your own mind, you tend to find evidence to support whatever it is that you feel. And realistically, no matter what you feel, you can find a whole lot of evidence to support that. And I want you to also know that data can be skewed, statistics can be skewed, research also has bias. So you may feel as though you are 100% correct and right, and you have everything to support yourself and your facts. However, another person may feel that way as well. And I'm not here to talk about my thoughts on the matter itself, but I am here to talk about and to talk to people who are watching that we need to start having more effective communication. What I'm seeing is not good personal effectiveness. What I'm seeing online and in a lot of places are screaming matches. And I can guarantee you, you're not going to change any person's mind that way. But what I can also say is that I see a lot of my clients struggling, and a lot of people on social media for that matter, with pressure that there's only one side and only one way to act, and that is not true. And I'm here to tell you, and I know people may be mad about this, but I'm here to tell you, for all the people who are struggling with what to do and feeling that if you don't act in one certain way that you're being called to act, that you are all of a sudden a bad person, or that you are against them, or anything like that, don't let that get to you. And I know that's really, really hard, but don't let anyone, any page, any account, anything pressure you into doing something that doesn't feel completely authentic to you. I'm seeing a lot of pressure, I'm seeing a lot of bullying, and a lot of intolerance for other people's opinions. And what I can say, and what I want to really drive home here, is that we need to start seeing people as individuals, regardless of race, regardless of sex, gender, whatever. We need to start seeing people as individuals, and each individual is valuable, and each individual's thoughts are valid, and we need to be able to see that and respect that. So if someone has different thoughts than you, that's not to say that they're not any more human or any less human than you. So we need to really start we need to stop looking at people as just, the groups, opposition or whatever. And we need to start looking at people as people, because when we could look at a person and say, I might not agree with you, and that's okay. We can have different viewpoints. That doesn't mean that I hate you. Doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means that we may view things differently. You may view the same thing and still have different solutions. We are 7 billion people in the world. There's not one right answer, and stop asserting that there's one right answer. And really the main point I had in making this video is because of that bullying, and because of the pressure that I'm seeing on my clients and people in the mental health world who are in vulnerable states, and people who aren't as well, feeling pressure. And that is not okay, and that is not right, and no one should be doing that. We need to stop yelling. We need to just sit down, chill out, and have conversations. There will be absolutely, I can guarantee you, no change in any regard. If you feel that you are going to make change by yelling, it's not going to happen. No one's going to listen, because just think about it. If you were having an argument that has nothing to do with this stuff, if someone's yelling at you, it's just automatically, as humans, we shut off. We're not going to receive any information when people are yelling at us. And that's something that we really need to understand. If you really feel passionate about a point, you need to assess how you are communicating it and stop being condescending. I see a lot of that too. No, that's not okay. That's not cool. People are people. Have respect for have respect for different viewpoints. Be open-minded. Maybe you might have your mind changed too. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of different perspectives. Be open-minded, but all in all, what I want you to take from this is do not be bullied. Do not allow anyone to bully you. Do not allow anyone to bully you into silence. Do not allow anyone to bully you into speaking. Do not let anyone bully you into yelling. Do not let anyone bully you. It is not their right, and it is something that is not okay. So that's what I hope that you take from this, and I hope that this is something that is helpful for y'all.